is off the wall. One run across.
He was all over that one. A lot of hitters tell themselves line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. This one smacked out to left center. And that's out of here. Grand slam. He unloads on that one. A 4 spot on the board. It's 23-0. This one absolutely screamed out of here, Singy. A laser. StatCast tells us it was 112 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, it left in a real hurry and didn't go that far because of the launch angle being a little flatter, but clearly it had all the velocity it needed to leave the yard.
On to pitch now for the Nationals, Robert Garcia. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. So the Nats lineup turns over. Here's a speed threat, C.J. Abrams, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Takes a tumble and hangs on.
Tried to take on the wind in left field right there. Just a little too much traffic up in the air. Mother Nature won that one. It's hard to say, but I think that might be gone otherwise.
Next to hit for the Nats, Lane Thomas. Next offering is fouled back. Here's the 2-2. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Stays alive. And a pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. The wind of the pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The wind and the pitch. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. 2 down.
The batter, the designated hitter.
2 outs, base is empty. Joey Meneses digging in for the Nationals. The 1-1. And that's in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Murphy puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back. We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy. Here's a 1-1. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now here is Kevin Pillar. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Snags it on the run. And there's one down. Oh, the throw is over his head. Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away. And now Ozzie Albies. Here comes a pitch. Line drive. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Back in Washington, D.C., bottom of the inning. Here's the catcher, Hebert Ruiz. And down on strikes he goes. 1 gone here.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Dom Smith stands in. The pitch. Ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now back, second baseman, Luis Garcia.
And now up for Washington, Luis Garcia. Bounce to the right side, and he picks it up, and he'll put it in his pocket. Got him. Down on strikes, and he knew it. Welcome back. Now the 3rd baseman, Austin Riley. And now the lefty. And that one hammered. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
And a pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. At the belt and fires. Swings and sends a rocket to right. And puts the squeeze on it. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. That one ripped. Back there. And out of here. He circles the bases, and they add a run. It's 24-0.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
That's hard hit on the line. Thomas makes the play, and that's the inning. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Bottom of the 8th, and now it's switch hitting 3rd baseman Ildemaro Vargas. The 1-1 is fouled off. The pitch. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 1 away. Jake Alou digging in for the Nationals. Left field, Pilar on the move to his right. Nice grab on the run. And there's 2 away. Up now for Washington, number 30. Popped up. Arcia has this one sized up, and that's the 3rd out. This one pretty well decided at this point. 9th inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Hunter Harvey. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. Here's a 1-1. The other way. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. Kevin Pillar next up for the Braves. Ripped on a line to center. Brings it in, and there's two down. Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. And the right-hander deals. That's ripped. Base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. That one ripped. And that ball is out of here. He'll circle the bases, and they add a pair. It's 26-0.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Now at the plate, Ozzie Albies. Smoked on the ground a second. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if these guys are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play.
He's got it. And that is out number 3. Acuna goes yard for the Braves. We head now to the bottom of the 9th. Back after this on the show. Back here in Nationals Park. Bottom 9. Now here is C.J. Abrams. In the air, left field. Pillar settles under this one. And there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder.
Lane Thomas digging in for the Nationals. 1-1 now. There's a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
In the air to left center. Pillar gets under it. Makes the grab. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So they're down to their final out. Stepping in, Joey Meneses. As the Nationals are down to their final out. Olsen settles under it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves slug their way to a win in this one.
Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count. Got himself all the way to the finish line and finished what he started.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Wait a minute, let me get up in it. Hot like the summer when the AC on the light field turn. You won't cuddle when I think I might burn 'em. I'm feeling lucky, so I might play the numbers. I'm on the come up, gotta get mine. Before the tech folk run 'em. I need 10, 20, 50s, and 100s. Don't you think being rich sound fun? I wonder how it